Hello and what is up? It's your boy Real_Joshua, and today I've been trying to think of what to play, man, and it's pretty hard because I'm probably just gonna be playing Dofi for most of OP10. I want to try out the other decks, but like everybody's doing videos about like Blackbeard right now. I just did a Shanks video. I guess I could do like Buggy, but like then I see other content creators are doing stuff about it and I'm just like, I don't know if I should. But anyway, I did stumble across this news recently. What a fitting way to start OP10's winning deck list features. Blue Yellow Ace wins flagship 5-0. And then there's a deck list, and I love BY Ace. I haven't done a video about him in a minute, and I'm kind of like, you know what, let's see what BY Ace is up to these days, especially now that we know that it's capable of winning a flagship in OP10. It's looking kind of nice. I will note there's only one difference or one thing in this deck that is impossible for us to get to in the West right now, and that is this yellow promo Sabo. It's a 2K though, so it's not like the most important thing. The other thing to note is that there is no baby Sabo, so we're not like relying on this Sabo for a combo or something. Let's talk about what these cards do, what BY Ace is all about. This is from the player Tsuyupon from Japan. It looks like a pretty typical BY Ace deck, but yeah, let's go through this and discuss what that might mean. Okay, so BY Ace's leader that says Dawn ×2, activate main once per turn, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, add up to one 5-cost character card to the top of your life face up. So that could be anything from Ace to Luffy to Sabo. Those are the cards that we are able to put on there. Then place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. At the end of your turn, send all face-up cards in your life to the trash. So if you are not able to do something about this card that you put on top of your life through your leader effect, it just goes straight into the trash. We have ways of dealing with that, like our babies. That's one way we can do this. You may trash this character. Reveal the top card of your life. If that card is a 5-cost Monkey D. Luffy card, you may play it. If you play it, up to one of your leaders gets plus 2k power until the end of your opponent's turn. So we can use that to bring out our Luffys early, become a 7k leader for the opponent's next turn, or we can do that with our aces. So we have 8 targets for both the ace and the Luffys. We run our Monkey D. Garp searchers so that we could search for either the adults or the babies. We got Sanji Peel Off, draw 2 cards for 3 Dawn. Gum Gum Red Rock lets us get rid of big targets by bottom decking any character. Flame Split Blaze Slice, I think that's what it's called. Give up to one leader or character plus 1k power for the turn. After this, if your opponent has 2 life or less, rest up to one of your opponent's 4-cost or lower characters. This is actually kind of nice because we could become a 6k leader on the opponent's turn, or an 8k leader on the opponent's turn if we've already used our baby Luffy or ace effect. Nice defensive tool. And then we would also, if we use this as a counter, we also rest an opponent's 4-cost or lower character. Insane defensive tool, honestly. Sabo, here's the 2k Sabo promo that we do not have access to in the West yet. Activate main once per turn. You may put the top or bottom life of your life cards into your hand. This turn, give this character plus 1k power. Obviously, can be put on top of your life, and it can put the card on top of our life into our hand. But that being said, I don't think it's that important. I think it's just kind of a 2k with added utility. So it's not like a turning point for this deck that we really need. We also run Charlotte Pudding, you know, obviously one of the strongest cards of the game, forces our opponent to shuffle their hand into their deck and draw 5 cards. So if they have 8 cards, they're getting rid of 3 cards essentially if we use this. The Luffy, if we have 2 life or less, we trash it and then it KOs a 4-cost or lower character. Ace is a blocker with 6k that lets us draw 2 cards and put 2 cards from our hand to the top or bottom of our deck in any order. This allows us to get something off our leader effect as a sure thing without having to do the guesswork. Ace becomes a rusher if we have 2 or less life, and then this Luffy lets us trash our top life card and draw a card, whilst gaining 2k power until the start of your next turn. So yeah, let's try this deck out. Versus Shanks. No babies, I don't like that. 2 babies, different type. I don't like that I have 4 dudes. Statistically, I'm more likely to pull a Luffy off the top, so I'm gonna play a little baby Luffy here. Next turn, I'll take that attack. Hongo. Okay, let's hope we get the Luffy. We don't. It's okay. We get a 7k and a 9k swing on this turn. Pretty strong. Hongo's gonna be brutal. BY Ace is a cool deck because it kind of feels like it could beat almost anything if it draws right. But it's like, it's just inconsistent because your combo is like multi-part and order based, you know, like you have to you have to get the cards, the 5 costs from the leader effect. It has to be the same adult as the kid that you have to have in hand, you know, so there's a lot of moving parts to it. I don't have any 2Ks, so I guess I'll just take that. Sanji coming up. Opponent is going to kind of go hard in the paint here, it seems. I could just go ace, but I really want to get a Luffy. And I do. For done, what are we going to do with that? There's not really anything we can do with that. We could just swing double 9s and then play a little baby Luffy. I wonder if they counter one of these 9Ks because they don't want to go down to 2 that early. Yeah, they do. Because they know they have... Oh, they made my character an 8K. It's fair enough. I'm going to play this. If they play Rayleigh, well, they can't play Rayleigh, so... they could play like Ben Beckman or something if they play that in this deck. I'm definitely willing to counter this. More than willing. The Rayleigh is a blocker also, which is interesting. Oh, okay. Well, they took a life for that, so it's worth. The odds of us getting a Luffy are going down. We're gonna go baby. We're gonna attack 7k here and then rush ace. Rush ace to the face, baby. Countering, wow, the double 2Ks, okay. Wow, these are just like 3 big threats that it's kind of hard for me to get rid of, honestly. Next turn we can start making you push for lethal. On account of I have Gum Gum Red Rock in hand. And I can kind of punish opponent. They can't really use Sanji again, they're not really at liberty to do that. Because they're not going to go down to 0. Or maybe they are. Maybe they want to play their Goldie Roger and get that online. But I feel like it's too soon for them to be able to make that move comfortably. They're never really going to want to attack with Rayleigh here. Killing my Luffy, that's fine. They use Hongo. And I guess they're going to attack this with the Sanji. That's interesting. They don't. I think I'm gonna go ace. I can go 888. Okay, well then in that case I'm gonna go 9k. Maybe it's 888 again. Maybe it is 888. Did opponent leader ability? No, they didn't. Okay, I'm gonna use ace here. Radical beam? Ugh, that's gross. The amount of value this Hongo has gotten is insane. Holy shit. Okay, I cannot let these go through. Because if it's Goldie Roger, I just get screwed. Okay, there's a dragon. Surely... Wow, lethaling me here was not expected. Oh, let's go. He's like 9k versus a 5-6 card hand. Now that doesn't look great. Oh my god. Oh goodness. Oh dude, Shanks just goes crazy there, but I guess, yeah, they're too bricked. Okay, we beat a Shanks. His opponent, I don't know if we mulligan this. No, we got to keep this, I think. Okay, and we get the baby turn one. That's nice. I am drawing all babies. Taking all babes. Calling all babes. I don't have a Hiyori, so I'll counter that. I hate you. I hate this deck. They have a Dawn up. What is that? What is that? What does that Dawn represent? They just floated. Oh, it was from the Monclay. Sanji Rusher. Oh, that does that. Okay. Dude, that's fucking so annoying, man. Please, we'll do this on a Luffy. $2K, 2K, 1K, buddy. He might just do it. Let's it go. Let's it go. The gangster. I should also not underestimate having Sabo. Put the top or bottom of your life cards into your hand. This turn, give this character plus 1000 power. 7K to the dome. Countering it. They'll have to commit a good amount. Okay, I'll let that through. This is perfect. Okay, I can make it a sure thing, or I can play the game and pudding as well. No Dawn up though. Oh, I don't already have a thing on the board though, so I can't go ace plus baby plus leader effect. So that never happens. So I'm just gonna go leader effect plus baby. Oh, hey, I can do it. No, we have to do. If we do the ace, we could put the Luffy on top for a for sure thing next turn. Ace, baby. We put the. Oh, we don't have a Luffy in hand. We'll put one Rusher ace bottom deck, pudding bottom deck. We'll do this. Attack the Bon Clay with our searcher. Was scared of her, as you should be. Flocks 305 gives me PTSD of BY Luffy. Yeah, dude, imagine if BY Luffy was balanced but could also run pudding. Okay, there's the Taro. Nami? Oh, into the Sangoro. First deck I tried started last week. BY Luffy was the first deck you tried? That's crazy. I think I protect this. It looked fun, but it broke my brain. Yeah, it's like, the other thing is like, it's not really like a deck. It is a deck, obviously, but okay, this is a good kind of poke candidate. Let's do this. Oh, that's, oh my God, that's so good. Let's go 6K. Gonna put a lot of pressure on the opponent right here. They're gonna use Gum Gum Giant probably, but I'm trying not to swing too high over them for that reason. Okay, they blocked here. That's really good for what I'm trying to do. Put a lot of pressure here. We're gonna do a lot of small swings. They take the 5K. Is that a bluff Gum Gum Giant? How worried am I about dying next turn? Never really worried about dying next turn if I can kill this kid. But it feels like I'm wasting too big of an attack on the kid for this, you know? But I don't think there's any way I die next turn if this goes through, and I think I always win next turn in this position. Ready to be proven wrong, but oh, there's these Usohachi. Step 1. 7K attacker in the form of famous last words. Yeah, I don't think the Usohachi gets you there because I'm a 7K leader. What is the possible? They're gonna go 9K. They have 9K, 9K, 8K. That's the combo. But I can get out of at least one of those, right? Yeah. What's this for? I'm gonna let that go through. So they think they can kill. That way they wouldn't use it to attack my board. That gives me more attackers next turn. Because if I don't win next turn, I lose. So That's why I'm doing it this way. I'm letting them go through so that they have to full commit to attacking my leader. In this position, they would rather kind of attack my characters, but by keeping my characters alive, I can just finish them next turn. Sorry for slow rolling there. I should have. We can just turn this into an 8K for free. Opponent has no. Let's run it back. I got beat if. It has to be a good game. If I decide for any reason it's not a good game, we'll play another one. One baby, two 2Ks, and an adult. We need more babies. That's technically what I asked for. Let's do this. 5K is nice. Oh, they take it? Perfect. That's like a free Sanji's Pilaf. Please no Perospero. It's a Satori. Not what I want to see. But why? They're going like 9K with this? Or are they just going to go 5K? Oh, Onami plus 7K. Move to bottom. Yep. Yep. Do it. Do your worst. Do we play our blocker ace? Probably. Yes. Oh shoot, do not play the Luffy. Don't play the Luffy, brother. Maybe bottom deck Sanji's plus something else. Top deck ace plus Sanji's. Sure. And I'm gonna attack lead here. I'm not too worried about a 5K on board since I'm a 7K leader right now. Come on, bro. If I wanted to get my 9K swing with leader, I had to do that sequencing. It's unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? Left at top. Okay, sure. No trigger. Kiku Nojo played Raw Dog out of hand. Not something I'm like uber afraid of at this point. I could Sanji's Pilaf to increase my chances of getting a Luffy. But I just believe in the power of my ace. Wait, it was a Luffy I had in hand. Wait, hey, no, guys, this is good. We're gonna put Pilaf there. Swing 7K at opponent life. Okay, 2K. That's crazy. Okay. This is good. Unfortunately, Flame Spit not online as a result. But it's online in a way. It will help us. And we got our Sanji's Pilaf on life, so... What do they have? 8 Dawn? 7 cost Big Mom. 7K swing at leader. 6K swing at leader. God, Katakuri is so strong sometimes. Like, just some of the stuff he can do is just crazy. Okay, so they Katakuri my baby Luffy. They're outvaluing me? Bro, no one outvalues the hut. We could draw the Sabo into hand or the Luffy into hand. We'll draw the Sabo into hand here. Oh, wait. This goes to the trash. That's so gross. Okay, well, I'm going to use card action to take bottom life because that's going to go in the trash anyway. Good time to attack life. Anytime you have less than or more than 3 life, it's a good time to do it because Kiku Nojo doesn't trigger until we're at 3 life or less. So if that's a Kiku, they just lose the trigger on it, which is really quite nice, I would say. Let's top deck a Luffy and Ace, drawing Luffy and then drawing Ace next turn and putting Luffy on top of deck. Big Mom potential allows us to... Oh, it's not a Big Mom, it's a Nami. This is a Pilaf, Sanji's Pilaf. 8K, we're never countering. Pilaf lets us draw our cards back, which not the best, but not the worst. I think this is where we start countering. Maybe? What's Ford on? They're going to play another Kiku? No, I think we take this. Oh my god, that's so good. We could trigger 2, baby. Okay, that's scary. Big Mom next turn. doesn't kill me. Unless I whiff. No, we can get out of whiff. We can get out of a whiff here. Perfect. Go 7K, 9K, 7K, 7K, 9K is possible. Alternately, we could search for another blocker ace. We have 2 in our trash. Okay, they counter. Ooh, they counter. Okay, so in that case, we're gonna do our 7K. Fuck that, dude. Okay, well, they're not healing here. Did they put... I don't even think they put 2 cards on bottom that I remember. 9K at leader. They could go 7, 7, 7, which I can get out of. And they could go 11, which I can also get out of. So I'll let this go through. Make them swing face, or at least entice them to swing face. Would really not be surprised if they have a... Yeah, so... that's so annoying. It could be you're the one who should disappear. Like, I would not be surprised that they... Yeah, we're protecting both of these. I should have used my other pudding. Okay, let's, we're always attaching to Dawn here anyway, so let's look at the top. We could play this blocker ace, which is actually quite nice. 777, 779 actually. Yeah, there's the other one. Should disappear. The Veggie was like just a lucky Veggie, I think. I don't know how much of a chance that we have here, honestly. It's maybe non-zero. It's probably 0 at this point. I could have played around Veggie. I could have just attacked with my leader first and then attacked with my character second. And that would have just changed the game. That was my fault. Unintuitive, because you usually don't want to attack with your leader first. But because I had 2... Yeah, my board wasn't really at risk there. Time to go against yellow again. Well, I don't know what my game plan is here. I don't know if it's aggro Vegapunk or a late game Vegapunk. I don't really need to go babies. I kind of just want to go value. Maybe try to play the value game here. And for that, I'm kind of looking for my Punch Luffy's, my 2K Sabo, my etc, etc. Nami is a card that will just kill these babies, so I don't really want to do that. I can't really play them. There's Atlas, cannot attack that. And Egghead. Woo, spicy. I'll take that. I have both babies, so there's Punch Luffy, just like I asked for. It's not really a bad time for us to attack lead here. That is the one card that does that to my Luffy, by the way. Sequencing was not wrong either, necessarily. I mean, I guess I could have attacked lead for 7. He would have taken it, so maybe I shouldn't. Fuck, man. Opponent's never really going to have a huge hand, so... Sure. Life. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm still afraid of Nami. I will play Garp though, and I'll pull a baby ace. Odds, I mean, I'm never really pulling a rush ace off the top now though, because I've seen 3. And however, I can pull a blocker ace, which allows me to fix the top of my deck. Let's 2K that. Nice thing in this situation is that we get to kill the Atlas. Oh, God. Okay, we gamble. We gamble. Wait. Oh my God. What the hell? Now we gamble? I guess we have to gamble that. No! No! Why? Baby Luffy! It's baby Luffy, dude! Ask and you shall receive, bro. I've been digging for him this entire time. What the did I just experience, bro? No shot. Oh my God. So the play there was that I was trying to get this attack through. This Lilith would come out. I would be able to use my Luffy to kill the Lilith and potentially draw a baby Luffy off the top. We all know that did not end up working out. Katakuri puts my Luffy inside of my deck. Okay, that's fine. Or is it? This is tough. I don't really want to give my opponent a lot of bodies on the board, but I also don't really want to be able to stack the board. I think we pretty much always play big ace here, right? What is this? God, Katakuri is so good against my deck. It just kills my freaking thing. Okay, Flame Spit's actually so good here. We will bottom deck Sanji's. And I guess it should be... No, I can't bring myself. It'll be a Punch Luffy. Okay, wait, I gotta do the math. If I hit leader, they'll be able to go 7. So 2, 3... Maybe if they attack with their Katakuri first, but they might swing with their Lilith first. I feel like I have to bank on that because I have to win soon. But I have a Dawn up, so it's like so obvious. Maybe they're not. The man with the world's greatest brain. That's me. Goodbye, Luffy. God, that goes crazy. Just insane. Shaka, Shaka Shaka Boom Boom, Shaka Baraka, Snake, Snake on my Snake, Stake on my Snake, Flame Spit does nothing, Shaka being played on life. Let's use the Flame Spit here. Shaka can't do pretty much anything to my leader here, at least. Oh God, all the babies are here. My goodness. 10K? Swinging at the Katakuri is probably better here. No, swinging at life may be better. Because if it's like another body, then... Okay, do I get rid of the 5K, folks? I feel like I have to. Gum Gum Red Rock is kind of nice here. What is this? What are you doing? What's happening to me? What's happening to me? Rush Ace? Rush Ace? Nami? I feel like they would already play their Nami, no? We gotta win. We just gotta win here. Let's go! We won. BY Ace, man. If this feels like a deck that could win anything. Like if you're drawing right, it feels the potential is so high for this deck. The problem is like you got whiffs. It's not that strong. Like if you want it to do well, like I think that's the thing about every deck in this game, right? It's like you can have your streaks where it just goes crazy, but if you don't hit those, what's going on, you know? That being said, like there's some really cool creative ideas. Like I really love the Sanji's peel off. You're basically looking to Hiyori it for one of your 5 costs that doesn't appear. And in the more value-oriented matchups, it's just good to have. Like versus Bonnie, swing at the Searcher, play a Sanji's peel off. It's a nice little 3-Don play. The Flame Split, really, really cool with this leader because you can turn into an 8k leader while resting an opponent's 4 cost. And then the Sabo is a nice little value generator. It's good to have these so that you could play the longer matchups. If you do feel like you're against a mid-range deck, you can rush down a lot of mid-range decks. The thing is you have to be hitting your babies into adults, which is not always going to happen. You kind of got to get lucky with the first few rolls. I did not really get that lucky with the first few rolls today in general. So like basically you got to have the baby in hand, you play the baby or search for the baby turn 1. Turn 2, you can play the baby and use leader effect to play out one of your adults plus 7k attack, and you just keep going. The thing is, if you kind of let up off that tempo a little bit, if you back up a little bit and you are not able to hit that one turn, it can be very hard for you because you've kind of like blown your load early with your babies and stuff. So I feel like knowing when to go 7k is pretty important, but if you can go 7k every turn, you can win pretty fast, depending on what deck you're up against. If your opponent keeps hitting freaking Veggies and Onamis, it can be hard, but there were times today where I could have played better. They were very weird situations where it's like you learn your lesson after, like, oh, I shouldn't have attacked my character first. I should attack my leader first in case there's exactly a Veggie. Could have played around it, could have won, didn't. That's how it goes sometimes, but anyway, it's a fun deck. I highly encourage you to try it if you have not yet, because one thing about this deck is that it's never been very good. So you'll probably encounter it in the wild. And if you don't know what to do against it, it can be very scary. So against those kinds of decks, I typically like to recommend people play it for a little bit, see how it pilots, and yeah, and you won't regret it because this is a really cool, really fun deck. Anyway, it's your boy real_Joshua. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you are watching this on YouTube, check me out on Twitch at real_Joshua. I'm also on Twitter/X at hi there Josh. Looking for holiday gifts, TokyoTreat. Use my link below. Use code RealJoshua at checkout for $5 off your first box. And yeah, thanks a lot. I will see you in the next one. Later.